What's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of Pick Six Nation. And this time it's going to be episode number 148. And my guest for this episode is Paxson. Is it Wojcik? Wojcik? Am I saying that right?
Wojcik. Yep,
All right.
Wojcik.
All right. Thank you. And Paxson, thank you for coming on, man. I really appreciate it. It's a pleasure to have you on.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm really excited to talk some NFL and glad you invited me. So happy to be here.
You're welcome. Thank you, man. It's a pleasure to have you on. I can't wait to talk some ball with you.
Yes, sir. Let's get into it.
Awesome. Our topics for this episode are week one takeaways, Chris Jones's new deal, and Jason Peters to the Seahawks. All right, let's go to week one. We had a hell of a week. We had some crazy upsets too. Tampa Bay over Minnesota. That was a really nice win. We also had the Rams beating the Seahawks, which is pretty unexpected. So that was very interesting to say the least. That was a nice game. Puka Nacua played very well. Matthew Stafford looked really good. I thought the Rams defense looked really good. And it is unfortunate that I think it was Abraham Lucas. Was it? Hang on one second. I'm pulling up the injury stuff from the Seahawks game. Wait, hang on. Paxson, hang on one second.
Okay.
All right, I'm just pulling this up. Wait. What's it called? And Charles Cross as well.
We can restart too if you want.
No, it's fine. I'm just pulling this up. I'll be quick.
Okay, no worries.
All right. All right. I'm gonna pull up this article. Let me just share if I can share anything. I mean, how do I? All right. Let's present. Hang on. This is all right. We got it. All right. We have an article from Corbin K. Smith, and it's titled "A Little Concerned: Seahawks' Charles Cross, Abraham Lucas day to day," and let's go. Hang on, it's just loading. And it says in the article, less than 24 hours. Wait, I'm really trying to get this going. Oh, man. Sorry, this is being kind of slow.
No, it's fine. Looks like there's some advertisements that are coming up.
Oh, shit. All right. I'm trying to pull this, all right.
I can talk about my takeaways if you want while we wait for it.
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Let me know when you're ready to show us the article.
All right. I'm having issues. It's really weird. I'm gonna. Yeah. All right. I full screen this. It says we're going day to day. Once we get back Wednesday and see where we are, like that's the beginning of the quote at "were," and then it's a comma and then end quote at R, and it also says after that, Carroll said on Monday, period, quote, Abe Lucas, and Lucas is in brackets, came in the office today, and he was walking all right, comma, and will hold a good thought, period. Charles, and then cross in brackets, is making it around, but it's going to take a little bit before we know, period, quote. So that's rough about them. Hopefully they can get better as soon as possible. I got to see their injuries.
Yeah, it's very rough. I feel bad for obviously everyone else that was injured in week one.
Yeah, 100%.
And especially want to point out that Aaron Rodgers, it looks like he might have ruptured his Achilles and he's going to be missing the season. And that's really unfortunate for him and the Jets.
Yeah, he's missing the season. That's really unfortunate. That is 100% unfortunate. Robert Saleh is sticking with Zach Wilson though, which is good. I do like the faith in Zach Wilson, so that's good.
Mm-hmm. I think I want to point out too how. Oh, wait, go ahead.
Charles, there's an article on Yahoo Sports. I'm going to pull that up as well. Let me. Oh wait. Can I take off these headphones? They're really being annoying.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm going to take these off. I'm going to just flip the sound, the output to the internal speakers. I'm going to take these off. All right, you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, awesome. Thanks. Sorry, they're just being really annoying. All right, I just need to share this article, and we can also read as well. All right, we have that last article. God, I have to go get the last article. There's another article, and it says, and it's titled, it's on Yahoo Sports, and it's by Pro Football Talk on NBC Sports, and it's titled Seahawks won't know if Charles Cross, Abe Lucas can play until later in the week. And it says in the article, both of the Seahawks starting offensive tackles came out of Sunday's loss to the Rams with injuries. Left tackle Charles Cross hurt his toe, and right tackle Abe Lucas aggravated a pre-existing knee injury.
Brutal.
That's rough stuff.
Yeah.
And also said, and that's
speedy recovery.
Wait, what were you saying? I'm sorry.
I said I pray for a speedy recovery for both of them.
Absolutely, 100%. And that sentence ends with a period after injuries. And it also says in the article, left tackle Charles Cross. Okay, Charles Cross hurt his toe. I already read that. It's a period after knee injury. And it also says in the article, during a Monday appearance on Seattle Sports 7:10 a.m., Seahawks head coach Pete Carroll said that both players will be monitored throughout the week to see if they will be able to play against the Lions in week 2, period. And it also says in the article, quote, Charles hurt his toe, period. He's a big man, so we've got to see how he takes to that during the week, period. We won't know for a while, ... It's just an old knee thing that Lucas has. Lucas has in brackets. Got going on, ... Got to see how he handles it, end quote. Carroll said, via Michael Sean Duggar of theathletic.com, period. So nice update, interesting update from Pete Carroll. Nice job by Michael Sean Duggar to say that. So nice to see that. Let's move on to the other games. Bears Packers, that was pain for me. It was a
Yeah.
very rough loss for the Chicago Bears. At least Rashawn Johnson looked pretty good. Um, the Bears defense, they started off pretty strong. Um, so, but the Packers, they played pretty damn well. Um, you had a very nice game from Jordan Love. Jaden Reed looked really good. Aaron Jones was awesome. He had a phenomenal game. Aaron Jones, Quay Walker had a nice pick six. So really dominant game by the Packers defense and
Mm-hmm.
also Packers offense. It was a nice game by them. Uh, I do want to get your thoughts on the Chiefs Lions game.
Yeah. I think it was one of those games where everyone expected the Chiefs to win, even with Travis Kelce being injured. But the Chiefs made some mistakes, and the Lions just kept hanging around, and that's what Dan Campbell kind of talked about. I think they played with a lot of confidence, and you could tell that the Chiefs' offense didn't look the same without Kelce, and I think Patrick Mahomes kind of had a tough time getting the ball out to his playmakers, without Kelce. And I think I give a lot of credit to the Lions for sticking it out and getting the nice road win. And it's a big start to the season for Detroit and Dan Campbell's group.
Yeah, 100%. I couldn't agree with you more on that. They had a very strong start, to say the least. Yeah, the Lions, they had a really nice win in week one. They looked pretty damn good. That was a really strong win by the Lions in week one. Let's also go. I also want to go to. Let's go to the Dolphins Chargers because that was a
Mm,
shootout. Herbert and Tua dueling it out. Really nice game from the both of them. They looked amazing. Tyreek Hill, what a game he had. I think it was 11 receptions for 215 yards. I want to check that statistic.
mm,
He had a hell of a day.
he did. Um, the Dolphins just have so many weapons on offense.
You're so
Tua, Tyreek Hill,
spot
Mostert.
on.
I mean, Jalen Waddle, it's hard. And when they're playing that offensive style, they really spread out the field and, get the ball to their playmakers in space. And I think we saw that again Sunday.
Yeah.
I would say it was probably my game of the week. Uh,
Ooh.
I mean, maybe the ending of the Monday Night Football game with the Jets coming back to win, but I really enjoyed
Yeah.
watching the high powered offense in the Miami LA game, and definitely the Chargers will be back. We know with their quarterback and Austin Eckler and the team that they have, but I really enjoyed watching that one.
Yeah, absolutely. Dolphins defense came up big at the end. Tyreek Hill also had two touchdowns. Tua looked awesome. Tua was slinging that thing.
Hmm.
Just really, he looked awesome. Herbert looked
Hmm.
great. Keenan Allen was great. Austin Eckler, he was awesome too. What
Hmm.
an all-time! That was an all-timer for a shootout to open the one of for week one. It's a really, really one of probably. I would agree with you on that being the game of the week.
Yep, two of the best offenses in the league, I think.
Yeah, arguably, yes. Yeah, Dolphins looked really good. Raheem Mostert, he had a nice rushing touchdown. Um, I want to go back to the Packers game for a second. Uh, Jordan Love had a really nice touchdown pass to Aaron Jones. Aaron Jones was just phenomenal that day. He had a really nice
Yeah.
game. Packers defense was huge.
Hmm.
Um,
I think Romeo Dubes played really well for the Packers
Romeo
there.
Dobbs, yep, he had a nice
Two
game.
touchdowns.
Yep, yep. Um, yeah, Darnell Mooney looked good though. I will say that he had that touchdown catch. Um, so I mean, nice, really a nice job by the Packers to go and get that win. That was pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a great one, especially on the road, and obviously, get that start above the Bears in the division. And I thought it was interesting how after the game, Justin Fields apologized to his teammates and
Yeah,
the
yeah,
fans,
100%.
but also said that the Bears will be back, and I'm excited to see that.
Couldn't agree with you more on that. Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more on that for sure. Um, yeah, I mean, Devontae Wyatt and Kenny Clark had a nice forced fumble off of Justin Fields. Um, Rasul Douglas getting the recovery there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the Bears, their defense was great early on. I mean, just the Packers, they came and dominated, and they just continue to dominate the Bears. And it's really unfortunate for me as a Bears fan.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I have faith in this team. I hope we can continue. Hopefully, we can win some games pretty soon. I hope so
Mm-hmm.
too.
Mike, let's talk about the Cleveland Browns upsetting the Cincinnati
Yeah,
Bengals in the
that
Battle
was
of
a great
Ohio.
game. Cleveland, Cleveland's defense was phenomenal. They really kept that high-powered Cincinnati offense in check. They
They
really
did.
did. They kept that.
Their pass rush was causing the Bengals problems all night, and
Yeah,
Joe Burrow didn't really get many clean looks, and he didn't get going at all.
yeah, 100%. I mean, Deshaun Watson looked pretty good. Nick Chubb was awesome. Miles Garrett had a phenomenal game. He looked amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That
He's
Browns
a
defense was
beast.
phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Really keeping that Bengals offense in check. Um, I'm pretty high on the Cleveland Browns. I'm really high on that team. I think they're going to cause a lot of problems for other teams, for the teams that they
Mm-hmm.
play. Um, yeah, I mean those are one of my teams to really watch out for, and I think
Mm-hmm.
they're going to have a really nice season this year. I
I
do.
agree. I would say out of all the teams in the division, the Steelers obviously didn't look great, and I thought the Ravens, although they won, they looked a little bit sloppy.
Hmm.
Um, I thought Lamar turned it over, and they had some trouble with Houston early on. So I think the Browns, I would agree. I'm also high on them right now.
Yeah, yeah. But with the Ravens though, they got it done. That's important. But horrible news regarding the Ravens. J.K. Dobbins, he tore his Achilles. It's
Hmm.
so brutal. He's done for the year. It's really unfortunate. Jack Conklin is also done for the year with torn ACL and MCL. I want to double check the Jack Conklin injury. Yeah, Jack Conklin says he tore his ACL.
Mm,
Yeah, that's brutal. That's really brutal. But the
geez, that
J.K.
is
Dobbins
brutal.
loss, that really sucks, man.
It does.
So,
It
I mean,
does.
you lose a great running back for the year. I mean, that really stings. That really stings.
Hmm. It does. Gus Edwards is going to have to step up.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just really brutal stuff there. I'm just checking something. I'll be right there.
Okay.
Yeah, man, it's just brutal stuff regarding J.K. Dobbins. But I mean, Justice Hill looked awesome. He had a nice game. He had two TDs. He had two rushing TDs. He looked really good. I thought Zay Flowers played phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
He had a really nice game. Um, yeah, I can't wait for the Baltimore Ravens too. I mean, I'm also really high on the Baltimore. I'm really enthusiastic on that about that team.
Yeah, I'm excited to see. I think once Lamar's playing at his full MVP potential, I think they're going to be a really hard team to keep out of the end zone.
Yeah, they're going to be a very hard team. Like it's going to be very hard to keep them out of the end zone. How
Hmm.
versatile they are. They have Odell Beckham Jr., Zay Flowers, Nelson Aguilar. They're going to get Mark Andrews back pretty soon.
Hmm.
Um, so they have some weapons.
Hmm.
Um, like those I do like I'm very encouraged at the Texans defense. They did play very well. They fought. They I think they have a bright future ahead of them for sure.
They do. They do. I'm excited to see what CJ Stroud is able to do this season.
Yeah. I I'm excited about that team. I really am. Um, they're going to be a force to be reckoned with going forward. I do believe
Mhm.
that in the future for sure.
Let's stay in the Texans division. How about the Jaguars?
I know
Trevor Lawrence.
they got a comeback win.
Mhm.
They got a really nice comeback win. ETN Jr. He had a nice game. Really, I
Mhm.
did like. Calvin Ridley got a nice touchdown. That was pretty cool.
Mm.
Uh,
Mhm.
so yeah, good win by the Jags to come back. Tank Bigsby looked awesome. He had a nice rushing touchdown too.
Yes. Yes.
Anthony Richardson had a really nice game. Hopefully he is okay. Hopefully he can get better as soon as possible. But
Yes.
I'm pretty encouraged about Anthony Richardson. I really am because he looked awesome that game. He looked really good.
He did. He did. I saw where Trevor Lawrence told him to, you know, after the game, he said you played a great game, but uh, you should learn how to maybe slide some more and take less hits,
Yeah,
um, to protect himself and make sure he stays available and healthy going forward. Because he tries to use that big frame of his to make plays, and sometimes you just can't get away with things that you did in college at the NFL level.
yeah, I agree. I agree. Um, yeah, nice win by. And I also want to talk about the DeForest Buckner touchdown because that was a really nice touchdown too.
It
I
was.
Yeah, nice touchdown by DeForest Buckner there. So I do like that a lot.
Hmm.
Um, but Zay Jones had a nice game. He caught a touchdown too.
He did. He did. Um, I also wanted to talk about the 49ers' dominance over the
Yeah,
Pittsburgh Steelers. I
yeah,
thought they looked outstanding.
they were pretty outstanding. And that 49ers defense is out of this planet. They are phenomenal. I mean,
Hmm.
that defense is literally insane. Also, Brandon Ayuk, he had a day. He caught 2 touchdowns. Um, Christian McCaffrey had a day too. Um, so, I mean, and they're going to, yeah, that 49ers team, they're a force to be
Hmm.
reckoned with. And I think it's going to be a very tough team to move the ball against. That otherworldly defense that they have, Nick Bosa, Fred Warner. I could like really go Charvarius Ward. He had a really nice game too. He looked really good.
He did. He did. I was impressed with Brock Purdy offensively as well.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more on that. Yeah, I mean, Ayuk, McCaffrey, Purdy, um, that 49ers offense was great. Debo
Oh yeah.
Samuel, um, man, they're going to be, and we're going to get to Dallas later, but I mean, I mean, 49ers, they looked amazing. Charvarius Ward, I mean, what a game he had.
Hmm. Hmm. He played great, and I'm not too down on the Steelers yet. Obviously, because we talked about how good the 49ers are,
Yeah, I mean,
but I'm rooting for them and Kenny Pickett's success.
yeah, I agree with you on that for sure. I mean, it's also unfortunate that I think Deontay Johnson is out for some weeks. Cam Hayward is also out too. Really
Oh.
rough news on that front. So huge losses,
Hmm.
huge losses for the Steelers.
Yes. Yes. I agree.
Johnson's hamstring.
Hmm.
That's rough. Uh, Cam Hayward. Hopefully, Cam Hayward and Deontay Johnson can come back as soon as possible.
Hmm. Yeah. Hopefully. How about Derek Carr's first win as a Saint?
Yeah, yeah. Let's get to that because Mike Tomlin had said that Cam Hayward was going to have groin surgery. I want to double check that.
Okay.
Yeah, Cameron Hayward is going to have groin surgery. So really rough.
That's
Hopefully the surgery
Yeah.
goes well. Hopefully Deontay Johnson and Cameron Hayward can get better as soon as possible.
Hmm.
Man, that's rough. I mean, that's rough that Deontay Johnson has the hamstring injury.
Very rough.
Yeah, he's going to miss some time, some like few weeks.
Such a good
Yeah,
player.
hell yeah, 100%. Really, a really key part of that Steelers offense. Yeah.
For sure.
Let's go to this. It was a dominant win by the Steelers. I mean, the 49ers. Yeah. I think we got that on that game. Do you want to? Let's just go to the Saints. You mentioned them
Okay.
earlier. That was a nice win
Yeah.
against the Titans. It was a very defensive game, to say the least. Both defenses. The Saints defense was good, man. They looked really good. 3 interceptions off of Ryan Tannehill.
They did.
Yeah. I really
They
like.
turned Tannehill over a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, they did. They really got to Tannehill. Man, that Saints team is good. Olave, Shaheed, Michael Thomas, Derek Carr. They're going to get Alvin Kamara back really soon, so watch out for that Saints team because they're good.
I was surprised they didn't get Jamal Williams involved as much. I know he got a lot of carries, but he just couldn't seem to break free. And all their success really kind of came in the passing game with not much of the running game getting going.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. Yeah, but really nice win by the Saints. They looked pretty good.
They did. I agree.
And there was that fumble, like it was the fumble recovery on the first kickoff of the game. I'm going to go to that game.
Okay.
Where is that? Yeah, Amani Hooker had the forced fumble off of Rashid Shaheed, and they recovered it off the kickoff return. Yeah, that was a nice play from the Titans, from Amani Hooker.
That was a really nice way to start the game with some momentum.
Yeah.
Special teams make a huge difference, and although it didn't result in a victory, I thought that was one of the more impressive plays I saw this weekend.
1,000%. 1,000%. Special teams is such a critical part of football. Yes. Pivot to Raiders Broncos. Is that a good idea?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's pivot. Obviously, Sean Payton's first game with Denver, and Jimmy G's first game quarterbacking the Las Vegas Raiders. I thought it was a back and forth battle, not the most interesting game, but the Broncos just fell a little short.
Yeah. In that game, I mean, that was a very penalty-laden game, unfortunately, on both sides. I mean, Jacoby Myers looked really good.
He looked really good before he got, I think, injured.
Yeah,
and I think he's in concussion protocol, so hopefully he can get a speedy recovery.
You don't mind if I see his status? Check his status, right?
Yeah, go ahead, check his status.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, he's in concussion protocol. Hopefully he can get better as soon as possible.
Yes, he played really well.
Yeah, he did. 100%. He looked really good. I thought Devontae Adams had a nice game too. He looked really good.
He did. Josh Jacobs, I mean, they've got the potential to be a very dangerous team offensively as well.
Yeah,
Darren Waller.
They do. Yeah, man, they do. They really do. Cortland Sutton looked good. Russell Wilson had a nice touchdown pass to him. Cortland Sutton played really well. Javonte Williams getting some action, getting back into it is nice. Nice to see that. Horrible injury what happened to him last season. So nice to see Javonte Williams getting back into it. Really nice to see that.
Yes, very nice. I'm curious to see where the Broncos whether they bounce back or not from here and what direction they head in this season.
I think they can bounce back from here. I for sure do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I do.
Do you know who they play next week?
The Broncos, I think they play the Commanders next week. I think they play the Commanders.
Okay. Commanders had a big win versus Arizona.
Yeah, they
Happy
did.
for Sam Howell to get that victory, and obviously with the Commanders under new ownership, I think that was exciting
Yeah,
in Washington.
yeah, I will say that was a very exciting, very exciting win in a way. I mean, it's nice to start off with a win. I think people were
Mm-hmm.
expecting the Commanders to win by more, but
Mm-hmm.
they got it done, and that's important. Commanders defense came up really big. Manuel Forbes, he had a nice game. I thought Brian Robinson Jr. he had a nice receiving touchdown. That was a nice, very nice play. The Cardinals they fought and they fought. It was good. They had a nice game.
They did. They did. I think with Josh Dobbs at quarterback, it'll be interesting to see how he carries himself moving forward. I think he's got the talent to play well, but I just don't know if he has enough around him to help support him.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm interested to see where their season goes.
100%, 100%. Um,
Um, let's go to Monday Night Football.
Wait, let's go to Tampa Bay, Minnesota before let's save Monday Night
Yeah,
Football
yeah,
and then Sunday Night Football for later. Let's save that for later. Uh, yeah, let's go to Tampa, Minnesota because
yeah.
Tampa pulled a huge upset. Nice props to them. They went and pulled a huge upset. Baker looked really good. Mike Evans looked great. Chris Godwin looked awesome too. Um,
Mm,
Bucks defense came up big. Nice game from them. Really nice game for the Bucks defense.
they played well, and you could tell Minnesota, had a new look. First game, missing Dalvin Cook, Adam Thielen. It's a new look. Vikings, with the two heads of the snake being Kirk Cousins and Justin Jefferson. Um, but I think that it's such an impressive win for Tampa Bay on the road.
Yeah,
And credit to Baker Mayfield and his guys in the defense.
yeah,
But I think they played grittier and they played the better overall game, so they deserve to win.
100%. I couldn't agree with you more on that. They really got to Kirk Cousins, man. They really did.
Mm-hmm.
Lots of fumbles. Um, just a really, really nice game from Tampa's defense. They looked awesome.
They
Uh,
did.
Justin Jefferson is he's going to be Justin Jefferson. Kirk Cousins is going to be Kirk Cousins. Um, but nice win by the Bucks. They really got it done. They
Mm-hmm.
really did.
Mike, I got a trivia question for you.
What's up?
No looking it up. Where did Kirk Cousins go to college?
Michigan State.
Oh, you got it. Nice,
Yep.
nice.
Thank
It made
you.
me think of it because our good friend Pavle Pantovic is also a graduate of Michigan State.
Nice. Nice. Yeah.
So go Sparty, go green.
Yep. Yep.
Overall, great win though for Tampa Bay.
Yeah. 100%. I couldn't agree with you more on that.
Hmm. Hmm. What game should we talk about next?
We got Raiders Broncos, we got Bears Packers, we got Chargers Dolphins. We got the Seahawks and Rams. I thought we got that pretty good. I
Hmm.
thought oh man.
We talked about
Patriots Eagles.
Jacksonville. Yeah.
Let's go to Patriots Eagles. We got Jacksonville pretty good though. The
Yep.
Jacksonville Colts game we got that well. Um let's talk about the Patriots and Eagles because I think
Hmm.
that was a very, very good game. I mean, I like that Patriots defense is going to cause a lot of problems. I really like their defense. Their defensive front is really good. Um,
Yes.
and I think they have some budding superstars on that team. I really like Keon White's potential. He's going to be I think he's going to be amazing. Um,
Hmm.
I thought Kendrick Bourne looked awesome. He had a really nice game. Mac Jones. Um, so, and yeah, there was some. There were two really big plays. Two big plays in that game. Really changed the course of the game. It was the Ezekiel Elliott fumble, and it
Mm-hmm.
was the Darius Slay pick six. Those were
Mm-hmm.
huge. Those were game changers for sure.
Yes, that was a huge play by Darius Slay, making that pick six. Big play Slay, they call him.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, Jalen Hurts. I think he looked good. Uh, I think I'm really excited about Kenneth Gainwell too. I'm really excited about him.
Mm-hmm. What a great game
Devontae
from him.
Smith, uh, AJ Brown. That Eagles team is going to be good again. I think they're really amazing.
Yep, another team that put him up there with the Dolphins. Chargers. The Ravens. Some of these teams with just such high-powered offenses. I would definitely throw the Eagles in that conversation with all their weapons.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more on that. Nice win by the Eagles to go into Foxborough and get that done. Tom Brady's they're honoring Tom Brady there. Then you
Mm-hmm.
have Tom Brady's going to go into the Patriots Hall of Fame on June 12th, 6 and 12. So
Mm,
you have that.
it's very cool.
Yeah, it is. It's super cool. I
That
think
is
it's
that
June
is
12th
something.
of next year.
Yeah, that is something to look forward to. That is very cool.
I just want to double check that info.
Okay.
Um, yeah, June 12th. It's June 12th, 2024.
Okay.
Um, so nice job by Robert Kraft to honor him at halftime. Nice
Mm,
job that Tom. Nice to see that Tom Brady was honored at half. Nice to see that. Uh,
it was very nice. It was very
yeah,
nice.
100%. I think we got the Eagles. I think we got the Eagles. Yeah, that defense was really good. That was a really nice game for them.
Yep. What have we covered every game but Sunday Night Football and Monday Night Football?
Let me see. We got Titans, Saints, Raiders, Broncos, Steelers, 49ers, Jaguars, Colts, Panthers, Falcons. Got the Bucks,
Mm,
Vikings, Commanders, Cards, Ravens, Texans. We got Ravens, Texans, right?
we did. We covered it.
All right, cool. Thank you. We got Browns, Bengals, Lions,
Mm,
Chiefs. We got Jaguars, Colts, Steelers, 49ers, Titans, Saints. We got Raiders, Broncos. We have the Bears. We got the Bears and Packers, Dolphins, Chargers, Eagles and Patriots, Rams and Seahawks. Um, let's go. I would really, game really. Let's go to the Panthers, Falcons. Jesse Bates, he had a really nice day. He was amazing. The Falcons defense is pretty good. It was a
mm-hmm.
nice win. Bryce Young, he had a nice touchdown pass to Hayden Hurst. Just really, I'm excited for Bryce Young. I think he's going to do really well. I'm really excited about him.
Yep. I think he had a tough week one after that first touchdown. But I think the Panthers are going to surprise some people this year. But I was most impressed with the Falcons and their ability to run the ball with Tyler Algier and Bijan Robinson. I thought looked
Yep,
very
Bijan
good.
Robinson was damn good. Uh, really nice touchdown he had too.
Yeah, very nice. I thought that was up there with also one of the contenders for the play of the week. That was a really nice touchdown for his first career NFL touchdown.
Yep, 100% agree with you on that. Jesse Bates, phenomenal day too.
Hmm. And the Falcons, didn't even get Drake London involved. That's another weapon they've got.
Yeah,
I think I'd like to see him get involved more and maybe get the ball somehow out to him, moving forward.
yeah. I agree with you on that. 100%. They have to utilize Drake London more.
I agree. And I think they'll also open up the run game even more.
Yeah, Algier with the 2 rushing touchdowns. Jesse Bates had 2 interceptions. He also, I think it was also forced fumble. I want to check that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he also had a forced fumble too. Um, really, really nice game by the Falcons. Nice win.
Very nice win. Very, very nice win.
I thought Desmond Ritter did well. I'd say that.
Yeah, I was pretty pleased with his performance. I think, he'll look a little bit more comfortable leading the group this year and add in the weapons like you know, Bijan Robinson and I think the more productive the run game is between the 1-2 of Robinson and Algier, it's gonna open things up for Ritter to even, maybe get in some quarterback designed runs or get his passing game going too.
100%. 100%. 100%. I agree with you on that. Well, I
I
think
do
we got.
like
What were you saying?
I would say I do like the Falcons' ability to kind of incorporate Desmond's ability to run as well as throw because I do think he's a very good athlete.
100%. 100%. I agree with you on that. I want to check. I think we got every other game outside of the Cowboys, Giants, and the Jets and Bills. All right, let's go to that.
Hmm.
Sunday night dominant performance, dominant win by the Cowboys. Let's go. Let's go to that. I mean,
Yeah,
what a performance!
yeah. I mean, I don't think anyone expected it to go that way.
Right, right.
Uh, Credit to the Cowboys, but to be honest with you, I was really disappointed with the Giants.
Yeah, it felt like
They didn't put up a fight.
yeah, it's kind of like it kind of just went away so quick.
Hmm.
It's kind of very, very weird to say the least. But
Yeah.
Cowboys defense is unreal. Micah Parsons, he had a nice night. DeMarcus Lawrence looked amazing.
Hmm.
I don't know why Daniel Jones was kept out as long as he was. I thought that was, I think he should have been taken out earlier. Micah Parsons made a
Hmm.
great point. I'm going to go pull up
Hmm.
I'm trying. I mean, I think Micah Parsons defended Daniel Jones. I mean, he did. He did. I'm just like
Hmm.
I'm trying to. Was it on a show? I know it was on a show. I think. Um, and we have an article. I'm going to go and share that article as well. Paxson, let me go and do that.
Okay.
And we have an article, and it's titled, and it's on Giants Wire, and it's titled, Micah Parsons defends Daniel Jones, Giants should have protected him. And the article is by Dan Benton. And it says in the article, Dallas Cowboys linebacker Micah Parsons was all over the field in a 40-0 beating of the New York Giants on Sunday night, period. He recorded 3 tackles, comma, 1 for a loss, comma, and had 2 hits on quarterback Daniel Jones, comma, including 1 sack, period. Although it was Parsons' job to bring Jones down and help dismantle the Giants, comma, he started to feel a little bad for the quarterback late in the game, period. The Giants were down. The Giants were down big, comma. Two of their offensive tackles were injured, and Jones was still getting run out onto the field in the pouring rain. Period. It was a potentially dangerous and unnecessarily risky scenario. And it also says in the article, scenario, period. It also says in the article, after the game, comma, Parsons not only defended Jones, the player, but also questioned why Giants head coach Brian Daboll would put his franchise quarterback in such a precarious position, period. End quote. And then there's a quote after, and it says, it's called protecting your guy, M dash, something I thought the Giants should have done, comma, and then end quote. Parsons said on the Edge podcast, period. And then, quote, I don't think Daniel Jones should have been in that game in the fourth quarter, period. I thought they should have protected him and pulled him out and, comma, barring injury, comma, their season would be over without Daniel Jones, period. The Bengals did the smart decision by pulling Joe Burrow, period.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Once it got to a certain point of just, the game really got out of hand quickly. And, it's one thing to, give up, but it's also another thing to protect, your supposed, guy, your quarterback, with no chance of winning that game. Daniel Jones is a guy who's been in the league long enough to, it's not like they needed to get him more live action reps or any experience at that point.
Right.
It was more just about protecting his health. And I agree with Micah Parsons that he should have been pulled earlier.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I mean, I also want to talk about J.C. Horn. I mean, J.C. Horn's out too, and that's really unfortunate.
Very.
And we have an article on ESPN. And it's by David Newton, and it's titled. The article's titled "Sources: Panthers cornerback CB, J.C. cornerback CB, J.C. Horn expected to miss multiple weeks." And it says in the article, Carolina Panthers cornerback J.C. Horn, comma, who missed 18 games his first two seasons with injuries, comma, will miss Monday night's game against the New Orleans Saints with a hamstring injury, period. A league source told ESPN's Jeremy Fowler the 8th pick of the 2021 draft will be out multiple weeks with the injury suffered in the first half of Sunday's 24-10 loss to the Atlanta Falcons, period. Horn will likely be replaced by veteran Troy Hill, comma, who, according to Coach Frank Reich, played well, in quote, after replacing Horn on Sunday, period. All right. So we have that article. I want to go find the article. Okay. I'm trying to find something else. Oh, I read that article, the Seahawks, the Pro Football Talk article on Yahoo Sports regarding Charles Cross and Abe Lucas. I think I cited them.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I think I got it there. Yeah, hopefully everyone that got injured, hopefully they can get better as soon as possible. Also, now let's go to the Monday night game. Let's go to last night's game because that was insane.
Yes, let's do it. I think that's gonna be a great way to end the show because I have to leave in 4 minutes to do my homework. But let's talk about this game and then we can end it if that's okay with you.
Wait, do you want to just go quick on do like a quick rundown, then we can get the rest? Or wait,
Yeah. Let's just go quick. Let's go quick. Let's go quick. I thought Josh Allen really struggled, but I give credit to the Jets defense for keeping them in the game. You know,
100%.
they made some huge plays to kind of let Zach Wilson, who also struggled, kind of hang around. And, you know, Garrett Wilson made an incredible catch, an incredible play. And then
100%.
how about Xavier Gibson, the
Yeah,
rookie, making an unbelievable punt
unbelievable.
return
Yeah.
to win the game. But it was
Yeah.
a great Monday night football game to start the season
100%.
off.
100%.
So,
But unfortunately, they lose Rodgers for the season. The Jets do.
yes. You know, it was a great win, but at what cost? You know,
Yeah.
who knows what they'll look like going forward.
Right.
But like you said earlier, Coach Sala said Zach Wilson's the guy.
Yep. Yep. Um, yeah, I think that's pretty much it for this game. You want to touch on anything else regarding the week 1 takeaways?
Well, I think it was good. We got to cover every game, and thought we had some good takeaways, Mike.
100%. 100%. Oh, wait. I thought Stephon Diggs played really well, too. He had a nice game.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
He did. I'm sure. I'm not really worried for the Bills fans out there. I think Josh Allen and will figure it out, and him and Stephon Diggs and the rest of that offense will get things going week 2.
Awesome. Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more on that. All right, I think we got that there. Now let's go to Chris Jones's new deal. I mean, this is great that the Chiefs and Chris Jones is back with the Chiefs for the year. Really nice to see that.
Yeah, very big deal. Obviously, I think they were missing him on that defensive front. So to see that they came to an agreement and that he's going to be back out on the field soon, I think is really exciting and good for both parties.
100%. I couldn't agree with you more on that. I mean, it's great that they have Chris Jones. Hopefully, things can continue to go well for Chris Jones on the Chiefs. I also have an article from Mike Florio regarding the situation, and the article is titled, and it's on Pro Football Talk, and it's titled "Inside the New Chris Jones Deal." Let me just share that screen too.
Mm-hmm.
I know you have to go pretty soon, but I'm going to read this. I got the article shared, so we're going to go and do that. And it says in the article, defensive tackle Chris Jones and the Chiefs have a new 1-year deal, period. We have the details of the deal, period. Here they are, comma, per a source with knowledge of the terms, period. First, comma, he'll have his same base salary of $19.5 million, comma, minus the lost game check for week 1. And then in parentheses, I.E. comma, $1.08 million. That's in parentheses, period. He has an incentive package that pushes the maximum total value of $25.1667 million, period. And then it also says in the article, he gets $1 million for participating in 35% of the defensive snaps, period. He gets another $1 million for participating in 50% of the snaps, period. He had an existing $1.25 million incentive for reaching 10 sacks, period. That now increases to $1.75 million if he has 15 sacks, period. Also, he gets $1 million if he's named a first team All Pro, and if the Chiefs make it to the Super Bowl, period. That's an also comma, and then he gets $1 million if he's named a first team All Pro, and if the Chiefs make it to the Super Bowl, period. He gets another $2 million if he's named Defensive Player of the Year, and the Chiefs win the Super Bowl, period. The $2.1 million in training camp fines were not waivable, semicolon. He needs to make that back through his incentives, M dash, along with the lost game check, period. Thus, comma, if he hits every incentive, comma, he'll end up with a net of $22.16667 million, period. $1 million, period. So nice to see that. That ends that article on Mike Florio. Hopefully things continue to go well for Chris Jones on the Chiefs.
Yeah. No, I agree. I'm excited to see him back out on the field. Is that the last thing you wanted to cover?
We're gonna cover Jason Peters, and then we can end it there.
Okay, sounds good. I've got like 60 seconds if you want to cover
I
it
know.
like super quick.
Let's go Jason Peters. Nice. I think he's currently on the Seahawks practice squad, so it was a nice move by the Seahawks to go and get him regarding the injuries to Abraham Lucas and Charles Cross. So really nice move by the Seahawks to go and get him. I think, yeah, and best of luck to hopefully things go well for Jason Peters on the Seahawks.
I agree.
Yeah. So
sweet.
Yeah. I think we got that there. Best of luck to Jason Peters. Yeah, I think we got that there. It's pretty much it for the show. Also, hopefully things continue to go well for Chris Jones on the Chiefs. And I also want to say, hopefully anyone that is injured right now, hopefully they can get better as soon as possible. So, yeah, I think that about wraps that up. Paxson, thank you for coming on, man. I really appreciate it. It was a pleasure having you on. You're welcome anytime.
Thanks, Mike. I appreciate you for having me on. I had a lot of fun, and I'm excited to keep following the NFL this season. So thanks again.
You're welcome. Thank you. That's awesome, man. All right. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this episode. Take care, guys. Have a good one. Pax, take care, man. Have a good one. You're welcome anytime. I will see you soon.
Yes, sir, Mike. Sounds good. I'll text you.
All right. Thank you, man. Awesome. Bye.
All right. Good night, Mike. Bye.
You too. Good night.